fan fiction tropes. As a person who reads a lot of fan fiction, I am about to like expose myself here. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. I also wrote a couple fanfics myself. Actually, someone recently like read one of my fanfictions that I abandoned, and like recently like commented on it and was like, "Hey, I really enjoyed your fanfiction. I hope to see that you will update it soon." And I'm like, no, baby, no. I abandoned that like 5-6 years ago. I don't think I'm ever coming back to it. Plus, I'm not in that fandom either. I feel bad, but like, I mean, if that person wants to adopt my story, feel free to. But I don't think I ever will update it, to be honest. Angst, S tier. I'm a glutton for punishment, okay? I hate myself. That's why I read angst. S tier. Sharing a bed. A tier. I would say it's A tier. It's not S tier, and I would say why. Because sharing a bed, it always is funny because it's like, oh my god, there's only one bed. What? So we gotta share a bed together, then they, you know, slowly fall in love from being near each other, or like, you know, being in this close confinement makes you like closer to the person whether you want to or not. But it's also like not S tier because, how can I say this? It's just not, it's not a thing that I like search for. Like if I see sharing a bed in the fanfic description, like if they tag it, I'm not gonna be like automatically like, oh yes, I'm clicking on that one right there. Click. You can't click it fast enough. It's not my, like, it's just not my cup of tea. Like, I say it's A tier because it is funny, but I'm not saying S tier because it's not something I will go for. Let's see. We go to the next one. Coffee shop AU. I don't know if I put that in A or S. I'm gonna put. I'm gonna say S tier. Just because it's something I do seek out. If I see coffee shop AU, I'm like, oh, okay, I'll give it a chance. It is something I will click on. Same with college AU. I say that the same way, yeah. Dark fic. Again, S tier, because the same thing with angst. I am a glutton for punishment. Major character death. I will not read a fanfic if it has major character death in it, because that makes me very scared that one half of the ship will die, and so I'm going to cry. And although I am a glutton for punishment because I have angst up here and I have dark fic up here, I'm not that much of a glutton for punishment. Not that much. I will cry. Don't make me cry. Enemies to lover. Love it. I love it so much, especially like in like canon wise, you could like see how much like tension is between them. I'm like, there's a thin line between love and hate. So I love it. So I'm gonna put enemies to lover S tier. Love triangle, unless it ends in like polyamorous relationship, I don't like love triangles. So I'm gonna put that in D tier. Actually, I'm putting D tier unless it ends in a polyamorous relationship. That's the only reason I will like the love triangle. Love triangles are just annoying. Which is funny that I put miscommunication up here, considering the fact that I'm like, no, it's just annoying. Unhappy endings. D tier. Bad. Go straight to jail. Don't go past go. Don't collect $200. If you make me cry at the end, I am very upset with you. Unrequited love. S tier. I'm a glutton for punishment. Which way you think I would put unhappy endings up there? You would think, because I'm a glutton for punishment, that I would put it up in S tier. But no. I want you to like make me like cry and frustrated, and then at the end you're like, all right, everything's good. Obviously this is going to be a very short tier list because it's only 7 like dads you can date on Dream Daddy. But first of all, Brian goes in D. If there was anything lower, I would have put him in there. Actually, I think I can. Oh, wait, no. How about absolute? I don't even know how to spell absolutely. Yep, I spelled it wrong. Absolutely not. It shows my distaste for him. Absolutely not. Never. We're just gonna like off the bat say no. Absolutely not. The only man in this game I refuse to date. The only man. I will date Joseph before I date Brian. And that's saying something. I don't want to have to challenge people. I don't want to get into a competition for every little small thing. And apparently he also has the most mini games. Like, he's the only man I refuse to date. If I date him, I could get a achievement where it's like, I think it's like you date all the dads. He's the only one. He's the last one. I don't want to. I don't like competitions. Yes, I don't like to have a competition. Like, okay, competition here and there is fine, but to constantly have a competition for every little thing, I'm done. I don't want to do that. I'm pretty sure he's probably a nice guy aside from that. I don't want to have to like get challenged for everything. Alright, so I watch a lot of offline TV. So I made my own tier list. Ta-da! I made my own tier list really quickly today of offline TV members and friends, and I'm going to rank them. Broden, I don't watch his channel as much. I don't if he does have a channel. But I do watch, like, I do like him as like offline TV member, like offline TV like cameraman, like, and I guess creative producer is, I think he is also. I'm gonna put him A tier because he's like evil. He will just like make them do things, and it's like, bro, what's wrong with you? Are you okay? You need help. Court's husband is a good S tier. I like the picture that I chose with this one too. He has Bingus there. Court's husband, I like his music. I like his gaming. Everyone loves his voice. So, he goes in S tier. Edison, I haven't watched his content, but I do like how he interacts with Sykkuno. How he always was calling him babe. And then even like one time they were playing Among Us, he programmed it so that Sykkuno's screen for his name, it would say babe, and he was like, say my name. And Sykkuno was like avoiding it the entire time, and he's like, say my name, and he's like, Edison, and he's like, no, what did it say on the screen? He's hilarious, so I'm gonna put him A tier. Emma, I love her too. I like one time when Emma was playing Friday the 13th, and there was at one point where she was getting chased by the killer, Jason, and she just starts screaming out, why do you hate gay people? Quick, why do you hate gay people? And it was just like, oh my god. She's hilarious. I love her. And then she was also trying to protect Corpse. And Corpse was like, oh my gosh, we gotta get out of here. He's like, no, I could protect you. And then she just brought out the stick. Oh my god. Carl Jacobs is an S tier. I love him. He's a sweet bean. I don't know if he ever did he ever say, or okay, so I will say this first. I'm pretty sure that at one point he did that, like, he seems like on the asexual side is what vibes I was getting. I don't know if he actually said that. If he said that he was like some sort of, I think he at one point he did say that. I think he said at some point that he was some sort of asexual. And I want to look this up. Yeah, it says he revealed that he's asexual on Trainwrecks TV. That could just be a title, though. Okay, yeah, he did come out recently as, yeah, asexual. And that makes sense. Like, so also he has a special place in my heart because I'm also asexual. So it's like asexual representation. We only make up 1% of the world. So I love Ludwig. I love him. I watch his content like pretty much all the time. He's like putting out videos every day. He's on the grind, you know. And I can appreciate that. I watched. He's like one of the reasons why I decided to start streaming, because he put out a video once. Actually, I was already thinking about becoming a streamer, and he put out a video about like, if you want to become a streamer, like here's things that you need to do, and he put out some like good advice. Like, the funny thing is that I was making notes about stuff that he made a whole like PowerPoint and everything, and I was making notes. And then at one point he was like, all right, if you didn't write any notes, then you're not even like committed to being a streamer, and you might as well like start watching a video here or something like that. And I was like, oh, I wrote notes. I think I still have it in my notes app, actually. He was like, make a list of 5 people or like 5 streamers that you want to imitate, or like, or not imitate, but like be your inspiration, like something you want to be like. And he's on my list. I have Ludwig, Sykkuno. Sykkuno is he's like how I started watching streaming, actually. I found his YouTube channel and then realized that he was streaming, and I was like, yep, I'm going to start watching him. I like he's such a troll, and I love that about him. Valkyrae is another one that I like want to imitate, or be like. I feel like she is like the closest streamer that I am to like being. Like, I can be very like animated. You're not hitting me again. No, I missed it. Jeez, man. It went over my head. You should try hitting it with the bat. I am. But I'm also not really good at video games like she is. And I forgot to grab. Dash. So then that's their like personality. I think that would be like that. But yeah, those are like my top 3 streamers that I like watching. And I would like to be like. So, and also, yeah, Valkyrae she was content creator of the year for like 2019. So that's a good person to have on my list. But yeah, I love Ludwig's like grind, his content. He's like able to make like some unique content all the time. Like, I don't know how to do that. Like, I need to actually start, like, if I want to like do more about streaming, maybe even make it like a full-time gig at one point. I need to like start making lists of things and start putting more effort into my streams. Like, instead of just thinking last minute, oh yeah, okay, I can play this. I would also like to make more streamer friends. So like at one point I have a thing where like I don't know, at one point I might want to have my own like house or group or something, like offline TV. But I actually have to reach out to like other streamers and stuff and actually play with them, you know, and stop being so shy. It's just so hard. Courtney, I would have hated Courtney if I met her. Yeah, I would have hated her if I met her in person. But I loved her. Like, I shipped her and Duncan so much. Because they were like polar opposites. And I guess that goes back to the fan fiction. Well, actually, no, they didn't have one on there. Polar opposites attract. They should have had that on it. I would have put that in S tier. I would have hated her in person, but I'm gonna put her S tier because I loved her. I loved her in the show. Duncan, bad boy. I loved me some bad boys. He was my he was like one of my cartoon husbands. So he goes in S tier just because I had fond memories of him. He was, if I met him in person, I would have hated him, like hated. But I'm gonna put him in S tier. Gwen, A tier. She was pretty nice, pretty cool, pretty chill. She probably was like one of the anime wives too. You could tell that I just have something for goths.
Yep. Okay, wow. Okay, wow. Yes, yeah. Okay, wow. Okay, wow. Yep. Okay, wow. Okay, wow. Yes, yeah. Okay, wow. Okay, wow. Okay, wow. Yes, living good without the stress.